Happy holidays, everybody! This is the last nature news of 2020, but it's the first nature news on this new channel dedicated to nature, science, and the environment. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I'll be posting regular content on this new channel on nature, science, and the environment, as well as my regularly scheduled hiking and outdoor travel videos on Alice's Adventures. Now, 2020 has been a turbulent year, not just for nature, but for all of us. So much has happened, and looking back, honestly, it's hard to remember what has happened. So today I'm actually going to be recapping some of the big things, some of the big concerns that happened this year and that are still facing the planet in wildlife science and climate news. Carbon dioxide levels, which were lowered around the world because of the pandemic, have actually risen sharply over the last few months. And now our levels actually surpass those of 2019. So we've still got a lot of work to do here. Over in Hawaii, the court closed loopholes that allowed industry to illegally extract over 500,000 marine animals from Hawaii's reef since 2010. That's really great for the fisheries there. And 14 countries also united to protect more of the world oceans. I talked about this in the last episode, so if you guys need a recap, go check that one out. Wolves will be reintroduced to Colorado, but they also lost their protection on the endangered species list in the United States. But a very special animal, the wolverine, gained status at the end of 2020. Several countries around the world have actually all came out with statements, including Japan, the UK, and China, Canada, and much of Europe, have committed to eliminating gas and diesel vehicles over the next 15 years. In the US, 100 bison found a new home with the Rosebud Sioux tribe for what will become North America's largest native-owned and managed bison herd. I just love that one and I can't wait to visit there. Rhinos have also made a comeback in India's Manas National Park. Now, their numbers had dipped to just 200 at the beginning of the century, but thanks to conservation efforts, they are now 3,700 one-horned rhinos in Asia. In Alaska, the rejection of key mining permit marks an important milestone in the protection of Bristol Bay. This is going to put a hold on the controversial Pebble mine for the time being. In Cambodia, the Sambor hydropower dam project on the Mekong has actually been abandoned. Now, this is following 10 years of work from conservation groups and locals to save critically endangered Irrawaddy dolphins and the most productive freshwater fishery. So this is really, really great for that part of the world. Now, while we've made a lot of advancements this year in technology, rewilding, and climate goals, we still face some huge issues. So I really look forward to doing deep dives on a lot of these topics, but here are some of the things we still face. Biodiversity and habitat loss is a huge issue. A recent analysis actually found that the sixth mass extinction of wildlife on Earth is accelerating. More than 500 species of land animals are on the brink of extinction and are likely to be lost within 20 years. Now, the same number was lost over the whole of the last century. So scientists say that without the human destruction of nature, this rate of loss would have taken thousands of years as opposed to just 100. Food waste and food insecurity threaten human populations globally, especially in this pandemic. A third of the food intended for human consumption, which is around 1.3 billion tons, is actually wasted or lost. And that's enough food to feed 3 billion people around the world. Plastic pollution. Now, sadly, more than 90% of plastic is not recycled. But new research has found that if no action is taken, our plastic waste problem is going to grow to 29 million metric tons per year by 2040. If we include microplastics into this, the cumulative amount of plastic in the ocean could reach 600 million tons by 2040, outnumbering fish and marine life. Deforestation. Every minute, forests the size of 20 football fields are cut down, and by 2030, the planet might only have 10% of its forest left. If deforestation isn't stopped, they could all be gone in less than 100 years. Now, the countries of Brazil, Indonesia, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo actually lead the world in forest loss, and agriculture is the leading cause of deforestation globally. Another big concern is air pollution. Research from the World Health Organization shows that an estimated 4.2 to 7 million people actually die globally from air pollution every year. and that actually 9 out of 10 people breathe air that contains high levels of pollutants. Now, just this week, a UK coroner ruled that the death of a 9-year-old girl was partially blamed on air pollution, which actually led to severe asthma, which eventually killed her. And in Africa, 258,000 people died as a result of outdoor air pollution in 2017 alone. Now, this pollution comes mostly from industrial sources and motor vehicles, as well as emissions from burning biomass and poor air quality due to dust storms. Air pollution has also been linked to dementia, heart disease, respiratory failure, and a whole host of other ailments, so it really is one of our biggest global issues. Now, we have a lot of issues to deal with when it comes to our global health and wellness, but the more we learn, the more we work together, and the more we become accountable for our own habits, the better our planet will become. So at the end of this year, I want you to get together with your family and work on figuring out something that you can change at home to make the planet a better place. Thank you guys so much for watching Nature News. I hope you have a healthy, happy, and more prosperous new year. Please give this video a thumbs up before you go, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys in 2021 with some new videos, some new topics, and some really interesting stuff to think about.